Chapter 6. The Eldritch Conspiracy. The moon hung low in the night sky, casting long shadows across Samuel Blackwood's sprawling estate. He stood on the terrace, his gaze fixed on the cryptic artifact displayed under a glass case. Its enigmatic carvings seemed to shimmer in the pale moonlight, like ancient runes etched by a forgotten civilization. Blackwood had spent restless nights studying the artifact, driven by an insatiable curiosity that gnawed at the edges of his sanity. Whispers, the origin of which he could not fathom, echoed in his mind, urging him to unlock the secrets hidden within the object. Tonight, those whispers seemed louder, more insistent, as if the artifact itself demanded attention. Blackwood had invited Dr. Eleanor Wells, a brilliant but eccentric scientist, to his estate to seek her expertise. He believed she held the key to unraveling the mysteries that had begun to consume him. As the clock struck midnight, the sound of a car engine rumbled through the estate's gates. Blackwood descended from the terrace, his footsteps echoing in the stillness of the night. He reached the front door just as it swung open to reveal Dr. Wells, her silhouette framed by the moonlight. "Mr. Blackwood," she greeted him with a nod, her eyes gleaming with a mixture of curiosity and caution. "Dr. Wells, thank you for coming," Blackwood replied, leading her into his dimly lit study. The artifact's presence loomed over them, an enigmatic presence that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The scientist approached the glass case, her gloved fingers tracing the intricate patterns on its surface. "This is unlike anything I've ever seen," she murmured, her voice barely above a whisper. Blackwood nodded. "I believe it to be of extraterrestrial origin, Doctor. It whispers to me, as if it holds the key to knowledge beyond our comprehension." Dr. Wells turned to him, her eyes serious. "We must proceed with caution, Mr. Blackwood. Such artifacts have the power to unravel the fabric of reality itself." Little did they know that their collaboration would plunge them into a cosmic conspiracy that transcended the boundaries of time and space, where eldritch forces and ancient entities held the strings of fate in their grasp. As they stood before the artifact, the first threads of a web far larger and more intricate than they could imagine began to weave around them. Dr. Wells continued to study the artifact, her eyes narrowing as she examined its intricate carvings. "The craftsmanship is extraordinary," she mused, "but the symbols and patterns, they're beyond anything found in our recorded human history." Blackwood watched her with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. He had placed his hopes on Dr. Wells, believing that her scientific prowess would help unravel the mysteries that haunted him. "Can you decipher its meaning, Doctor? Can you help me understand what it wants from me?" She turned to him, her expression grave. "Understanding the artifact's true purpose will require more than deciphering symbols, Mr. Blackwood. It will demand a journey into realms of knowledge and philosophy that most dare not tread." Blackwood nodded, his determination unwavering. "I am prepared for that journey, Doctor. I have glimpsed things, heard voices that hint at a cosmic truth beyond our comprehension. I must know." Dr. Wells regarded him for a moment before reaching into her bag and producing a leather-bound journal. Its pages were filled with cryptic equations and sketches of otherworldly landscapes. "This is my life's work," she explained. "A theory of multidimensional existence, a bridge between science and the arcane. I believe it may hold the answers you seek." Blackwood accepted the journal, his fingers tracing the pages filled with the scientist's meticulous notes. "Then let us begin, Doctor," he said, his voice resolute. "Together we will uncover the secrets of this artifact and confront the cosmic conspiracy that surrounds it." Little did they know that their collaboration would lead to the creation of a mysterious machine, one that could bridge the gap between dimensions and plunge them into otherworldly realms. As they delved deeper into the unknown, the boundaries between science and the supernatural blurred, and the line between reality and nightmare began to fray. Their journey had just begun, and the forces they were about to unleash would challenge their understanding of existence itself. The days turned into weeks as Blackwood and Dr. Wells delved deeper into their research, guided by the enigmatic whispers that emanated from the artifact. In the secluded confines of Blackwood's study, they pored over ancient texts, deciphered cryptic inscriptions, and conducted experiments that defied the laws of conventional science. Dr. Wells had brought with her a collection of arcane devices and instruments, each designed to measure and manipulate the very fabric of reality. Together they built a machine of intricate complexity, its purpose known only to them, and its potential consequences shrouded in uncertainty. As they worked tirelessly, a bond formed between them, forged in the crucible of their shared obsession. Blackwood, once a recluse, found solace in the scientist's brilliant mind and unyielding determination. Dr. Wells, in turn, marveled at Blackwood's unwavering resolve, even as the whispers from the artifact threatened to unravel his sanity. One evening, as the machine neared completion, they gathered in the dimly lit study, their faces illuminated by the eerie glow of the artifact. Blackwood held the leather-bound journal in one hand, its pages filled with equations and diagrams that seemed to dance with arcane energy. "I believe we are on the verge of a breakthrough," Dr. Wells declared, her eyes fixed on the machine. "This device, Mr. Blackwood, has the potential to breach the barriers between dimensions. It could allow us to explore realms beyond our wildest imagination." Blackwood nodded, his heart pounding with a mixture of anticipation and dread. He had glimpsed the otherworldly horrors that lurked at the fringes of reality, and the thought of confronting them filled him with a profound unease. Yet he knew that the answers they sought lay in those forbidden realms. With a sense of grim determination, they activated the machine. Arcane symbols on its surface began to glow, and a low, resonant hum filled the room. Reality itself seemed to waver, and the boundaries between their world and the unknown grew thin. As they stepped closer to the machine, a rift opened before them, a shimmering gateway to realms uncharted. The room around them dissolved into a swirling maelstrom of colors and shapes, and they felt themselves being drawn into the unknown. Their journey had begun, and they were about to traverse the threshold into otherworldly realms, where eldritch beings roamed and the laws of physics held no sway. The cosmic conspiracy they had uncovered was about to reveal its full, mind-bending complexity, and the fate of their reality hung in the balance. As Blackwood and Dr. Wells crossed the threshold of the rift, they were immediately engulfed by a disorienting whirlwind of sensations. It was as if they had been cast adrift in a sea of shifting colors and surreal landscapes. Reality itself seemed to twist and warp around them, defying all sense and reason. They clung to each other, their senses overwhelmed by the sheer strangeness of their surroundings. The laws of physics no longer applied, and gravity had become an unpredictable force, pulling them in every direction at once. Dr. Wells consulted her journal, her gloved fingers tracing the equations and diagrams as they struggled to maintain their bearings. "We are in uncharted territory, Mr. Blackwood," she said, her voice trembling with a mixture of fear and excitement. "Our machine has breached the boundaries of our dimension, and we are now in a realm where the rules of reality are dictated by ancient cosmic forces." Blackwood nodded, his eyes wide with wonder and dread. Before them stretched a nightmarish metropolis, a city of grotesque architecture and eldritch beings that defied description. Monstrous creatures roamed the streets, their forms shifting and mutating with every step. "This is beyond anything I could have imagined," Blackwood whispered, his voice barely audible over the cacophony of alien sounds that surrounded them. Dr. Wells took a deep breath, her scientific curiosity overcoming her fear. "We must document everything, Mr. Blackwood. We are explorers in a realm untouched by human hands, and this is an opportunity to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos." They moved cautiously through the nightmarish city, their senses assaulted by sights and sounds that challenged their very sanity. They encountered beings that existed beyond the comprehension of mortal minds, entities that seemed to exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously. As they ventured deeper into the city, they became aware of a pervasive presence, an ancient consciousness that watched their every move. It was as if the city itself was a sentient being, and it had taken an interest in their arrival. Their journey had brought them face to face with cosmic forces that transcended human understanding, and the true nature of the Eldritch conspiracy began to unfold. They were pawns in a cosmic chess game, manipulated by ancient extraterrestrial entities with their own sinister agendas. As the city's shadows closed in around them, Blackwood and Dr. Wells realized that they were mere playthings in a game that spanned eons. The boundaries of time and space continued to erode, and the ultimate purpose of the artifact remained shrouded in mystery. Blackwood and Dr. Wells moved through the Eldritch city with a growing sense of unease. Every step they took seemed to bring them deeper into the cosmic conspiracy that had ensnared them. The city's bizarre inhabitants regarded them with alien eyes, and their whispers carried hints of ancient knowledge and malevolent intent. Dr. Wells consulted her journal, her fingers tracing the equations that had brought them here. "We are in a place where time and space are fluid, Mr. Blackwood," she explained. "The laws of physics as we know them hold no sway. We must tread carefully, for we are but pawns in a game played by beings older than the stars." Blackwood nodded, his eyes fixed on the towering cyclopean structures that loomed overhead. "We must find a way to navigate this city, to uncover its secrets, and perhaps to find a path back to our own reality." Their journey led them to a massive obsidian tower that seemed to reach into infinity. It pulsed with a malevolent energy, and they sensed that it held the key to the city's mysteries. As they ascended its spiraling, vertiginous corridors, they encountered hieroglyphs that hinted at the cosmic chess game they were embroiled in. At the tower's pinnacle, they found themselves in a chamber of unfathomable darkness, illuminated only by a pulsing, otherworldly glow. In the center of the room stood a colossal, amorphous entity, its form ever shifting like a nightmarish amalgamation of countless alien beings. The entity regarded them with an intelligence that transcended mortal comprehension. "You have trespassed into the heart of the conspiracy," it intoned, its voice a chorus of 1,000 voices. "You are but pawns in a game older than the cosmos itself." Blackwood and Dr. Wells exchanged a determined glance. "We seek answers," Blackwood declared, his voice unwavering. "Tell us the purpose of the artifact, the cosmic conspiracy that binds us." The entity's form shifted and writhed as if contemplating their request. "The artifact is a key, a bridge between dimensions," it explained. "It holds the power to reshape reality itself, to rewrite the laws of existence." Dr. Wells stepped forward, her eyes ablaze with curiosity. "But why? What purpose does it serve?" The entity's response sent shivers down their spines. "It serves the will of the Ancient Ones, beings beyond time and space. They seek to unravel the fabric of reality, to rewrite the cosmic order to their liking. You are but tools in their hands, unwitting agents of their grand design." Blackwood and Dr. Wells exchanged a solemn glance, realizing the magnitude of the revelation. They had become entangled in a cosmic conspiracy orchestrated by beings of unimaginable power and malevolence. As they stood before the enigmatic entity, the boundaries of time and space continued to erode, and the true nature of the artifact's purpose began to dawn on them. They were faced with a choice that would determine the fate of not just their reality, but the entire cosmos. Blackwood and Dr. Wells stood in the chamber, their minds reeling from the revelation that they were mere pawns in a cosmic game orchestrated by ancient malevolent beings. The entity before them, its form ever shifting, regarded them with an inscrutable gaze. "We are not willing participants in this conspiracy," Dr. Wells declared, her voice resolute. "We seek to undo the damage that has been done, to prevent the rewriting of reality itself." The entity's response was a discordant chorus of voices that reverberated through their minds. "You possess the artifact, the key to the cosmic reordering. You hold the power to challenge the will of the Ancient Ones, but the path is fraught with peril." With those words, the entity extended a formless appendage, offering them a choice. In its ethereal grasp, it held a shimmering iridescent portal, a gateway that promised a return to their own reality. Blackwood and Dr. Wells exchanged a determined look, their decision clear. "We will use the artifact's power to thwart the Ancient Ones," Blackwood declared, his voice unwavering. The entity's form rippled with approval. "Then you must act swiftly, for time itself is a malleable construct in this realm. The Ancient Ones have set their plans in motion, and the cosmic conspiracy nears its climax. With a gesture, the entity opened the portal, and Blackwood and Dr. Wells stepped through, leaving behind the nightmarish city and the eldritch beings that inhabited it. As they passed through the gateway, they felt reality fold and twist around them like a tangle of cosmic threads. They emerged back into their own dimension, their surroundings reassuringly familiar. The artifact, still in Blackwood's possession, pulsed with a newfound energy, as if it had absorbed a fragment of the Eldritch city's power. Their return was not without consequence. The cosmic conspiracy that had ensnared them had left its mark on their world. Temporal anomalies rippled through their reality, and the boundaries between dimensions remained fragile. With the artifact in their possession, Blackwood and Dr. Wells embarked on a mission to unravel the Ancient One's plans and prevent the cosmic reordering. They knew that the fate of their reality hung in the balance, and the echoes of eternity reverberated with the weight of their choices. Their journey was far from over, and the final confrontation with the Ancient Ones awaited them. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the conspiracy, they would confront truths that challenged the very nature of existence itself. Blackwood and Dr. Wells emerged from the Eldritch realm, their return to their own dimension marked by a surge of energy emanating from the artifact. They found themselves back in Blackwood's study, the room bathed in the soft glow of the moonlight. The artifact, once a source of tormenting whispers, had been transformed. It pulsed with an otherworldly power, a beacon of cosmic significance. Blackwood held it reverently, realizing that it held the key to challenging the will of the Ancient Ones and thwarting the cosmic conspiracy. "We must act quickly," Dr. Wells urged, her voice filled with urgency. "The Ancient One's plans are in motion, and the very fabric of reality is at stake." Blackwood nodded, his determination unwavering. "But how do we confront beings beyond time and space? How do we prevent the rewriting of the cosmic order?" Dr. Wells retrieved her leather-bound journal, its pages filled with the equations and diagrams that had led them on this journey. "We must use the artifact's power to bridge the gap between dimensions once more," she explained. "We need to confront the Ancient Ones directly, on their own cosmic plane." Together they began to modify the machine they had used to traverse dimensions, enhancing its capabilities and aligning it with the newfound energy of the artifact. Their work was a fusion of science and the arcane, a desperate attempt to challenge forces that defied mortal comprehension. As the machine neared completion, they realized the risks they were taking. Confronting the Ancient Ones meant venturing into a realm where the laws of reality were dictated by capricious cosmic entities. Failure could result in their minds being shattered, or their very existence unraveled. But Blackwood and Dr. Wells were undeterred. They had glimpsed the otherworldly horrors that lurked at the fringes of reality, and the fate of their world and countless others depended on their actions. With the machine ready, they activated it once more, the arcane symbols on its surface glowing with a newfound intensity. Reality began to warp around them as they were drawn into the rift, their destination set for the cosmic plane where the Ancient Ones held sway. Their journey was fraught with peril, their path filled with cosmic terrors beyond imagining. As they traversed the void between dimensions, they clung to the hope that the artifact's power would be enough to challenge the will of the Ancient Ones and prevent the rewriting of reality itself. The echoes of eternity whispered their names, and the fate of all existence hung in the balance. Blackwood and Dr. Wells traversed the void between dimensions, their journey guided by the power of the artifact and the machine they had meticulously modified. Reality folded and twisted around them, and they felt themselves being drawn toward the cosmic plane where the Ancient Ones held dominion. As they emerged into the Eldritch realm, they found themselves in a place beyond comprehension. The very laws of physics and reality had no meaning here. Shapes shifted and warped, and colors bled into one another, creating a kaleidoscope of incomprehensible beauty and horror. The Ancient Ones awaited them, their presence an overwhelming force that transcended mortal understanding. They manifested as towering amorphous beings, their forms a grotesque fusion of countless alien entities. Their eyes glowed with an intelligence that spanned eons. "We have been expecting you," the Ancient Ones intoned in a chorus of voices that reverberated through the cosmic plane. Blackwood held the artifact aloft, its newfound power surging through him. "We seek to challenge your plans, to prevent the rewriting of reality itself," he declared, his voice unwavering. The Ancient Ones regarded them with a mixture of curiosity and amusement. "You are but mortals, fleeting creatures of the physical realm," they said. "What power do you possess to defy us?" Dr. Wells stepped forward, her eyes ablaze with determination. "We possess the artifact, a bridge between dimensions," she explained. "With it we can wield the very forces that shape the cosmos. We will not allow your cosmic conspiracy to proceed." With those words, Blackwood and Dr. Wells activated the artifact, channeling its power through the modified machine. The Eldritch energy surged into the cosmic plane, disrupting the very fabric of reality. The Ancient Ones recoiled, their forms writhing and shifting in agony. But the Ancient Ones were not so easily defeated. They retaliated with cosmic forces beyond mortal comprehension, unleashing a torrent of energy that threatened to engulf Blackwood and Dr. Wells. In a desperate gambit, Blackwood and Dr. Wells combined their knowledge and willpower, channeling the artifact's power to create a barrier of protection. It shimmered with a blinding light, repelling the onslaught of Eldritch energy. The cosmic battle raged on, a clash between mortal determination and cosmic malevolence. Blackwood and Dr. Wells struggled to maintain their foothold in the cosmic plane, their minds and bodies tested to their limits. As the echoes of eternity reverberated through the cosmic battlefield, the fate of all existence hung in the balance. Blackwood and Dr. Wells had challenged beings beyond time and space, and the outcome remained uncertain. The cosmic battle raged on, with Blackwood and Dr. Wells channeling the power of the artifact to confront the Ancient Ones. The Eldritch entities unleashed torrents of energy and unleashed horrors that defied mortal comprehension, but the determined duo held their ground. As they faced the Ancient Ones in this cosmic showdown, their resolve was unyielding. They drew upon the artifact's power, their minds and bodies pushed to their limits. The barrier of protection they had created shimmered with an intensity that repelled the onslaught of Eldritch forces. The Ancient Ones, beings beyond time and space, regarded Blackwood and Dr. Wells with a mixture of frustration and fascination. "You are but insects defying the storm," they intoned in their incomprehensible chorus of voices. Dr. Wells and Blackwood exchanged a determined look, their connection to the artifact growing stronger with each passing moment. They channeled their collective willpower into a focused beam of energy, directing it toward the heart of the Ancient One's power. The cosmic plane trembled as their combined effort disrupted the very fabric of reality. The Ancient Ones writhed in agony, their forms distorting and contorting in a futile attempt to withstand the onslaught. But the cosmic entities were not so easily defeated. With a final, desperate surge of energy, they lashed out with a force that threatened to overwhelm Blackwood and Dr. Wells. In that critical moment, the artifact's power surged to its peak. Blackwood and Dr. Wells tapped into its otherworldly energy, transcending the limits of mortal existence. Their minds became conduits for cosmic forces, their bodies vessels of Eldritch power. With a collective effort that defied reason, they channeled the artifact's energy into a single blinding burst of light. The cosmic plane quaked, and the Ancient Ones let out a deafening, discordant scream as they were consumed by the very forces they had sought to harness. Reality itself seemed to fold in on itself, and the echoes of eternity rang out with a deafening crescendo. The cosmic conspiracy had been thwarted, the Ancient Ones' plans shattered, and the Eldritch entities banished from the cosmic plane. Blackwood and Dr. Wells found themselves back in their own dimension, their bodies and minds exhausted from the ordeal. The artifact, its power expended, lay dormant in Blackwood's hands. The echoes of eternity had faded, and the cosmic forces that had threatened reality had been vanquished. The artifact, once a source of torment, had become a symbol of hope and triumph. But the journey was not over. Blackwood and Dr. Wells knew that they had touched the very fabric of existence itself, and the cosmic conspiracy had left its mark on their world. Temporal anomalies and rifts between dimensions lingered, and the boundaries of time and space remained fragile. As they stood before the artifact, they understood the fragile nature of reality and the profound mysteries that lurked in the cosmos. The echoes of eternity whispered their names, and the destiny of all existence rested in their hands. Blackwood and Dr. Wells stood before the dormant artifact, their bodies and minds exhausted from their cosmic battle with the Ancient Ones. The Eldritch conspiracy had been thwarted, the cosmic entities banished, and their reality preserved. But the echoes of eternity still whispered in the background, a reminder of the fragile nature of existence. Temporal anomalies and rifts between dimensions lingered, and the cosmic forces they had confronted had left their mark on the world. "We have confronted the cosmic conspiracy," Blackwood mused, his voice filled with a mixture of relief and introspection. "But the echoes of eternity remain, a reminder of the mysteries that lurk in the cosmos." Dr. Wells nodded in agreement. "Our journey has shown us that reality is not as immutable as we once believed. The boundaries of time and space are malleable, and the cosmic forces that shape existence are beyond our understanding." As they contemplated the artifact, they realized that their quest for knowledge had irrevocably changed them. They had touched the very fabric of existence, confronted beings beyond time and space, and challenged the cosmic order itself. The echoes of eternity whispered the names of countless civilizations, of cosmic horrors and enigmatic forces that had shaped the destiny of the cosmos. Blackwood and Dr. Wells had become custodians of a profound truth, guardians of the fragile balance that held the universe together. With a sense of solemn responsibility, they vowed to protect their reality from the echoes of eternity, to safeguard it from the cosmic forces that sought to reshape it. Their journey was far from over, and the mysteries of the cosmos beckoned with an irresistible allure. The artifact, once a source of torment, had become a symbol of hope and triumph. It held the power to bridge the gap between dimensions, to reveal the secrets of the cosmos, and to challenge the very forces that shaped existence. As they stood together, the echoes of eternity whispered their names, a reminder of the cosmic journey they had undertaken and the destiny that awaited them. And so Blackwood and Dr. Wells embarked on a new chapter of their lives, prepared to confront the unknown, to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos, and to safeguard the fragile nature of reality itself.